After a day full of tough campaigning, Captain Amarinder Singh, the face of Congress's campaign here in Punjab, has just stopped for a break, and we're here with him. He's had the entire campaign has been full of moments called coffee with Captain or whatever. So it's fun to actually sit down for tea with Captain Amarinder Singh and a lot of the people over here as well. Captain Amarinder Singh, I've heard in so many of your interviews this time, you've said this is your last election. So in a way, it's your swan song.
Well, I feel that it's the time has come for people like my age group to now quit because 70% of India is under the age of 40, and I think it's time for the newer generation to take over. So we are bringing in a lot of people from the younger generation into the assembly, so that they learn the trade business, and eventually we hand over. And I don't intend to do anymore. I enjoy my life also. I like booking, reading a lot. I like writing a lot. I like gardening. I think whatever years are left, I'd like to do those. Now, this is my last election.
You know what our viewers don't know, and we found out, is that on the day of counting, March 11th, it's your 75th birthday.
My 75th birthday. Not only that, in 16 generations since the Pulkia missile was founded, I'm going to be the oldest in 16 generations. That's 75.
God.
Yeah.
So it is momentous.
It is momentous for me, yes.
And are you expecting, do you think, like, when because you've been around, you know as a politician how things are looking, and the entire campaign is almost drawing to a close now. Do you think you're going to get a good birthday present?
Sorry?
Do you think you're going to get a good birthday present?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That this Akali BJP have shot their bolt. They are going down the drain fast. And now the option the people have is either us or AAP. And I think AAP is being viewed as a outside opportunistic party. We are pushing it, and obviously. But also I think they are more of an anarchist sort of a party that's being viewed here. And the entire organization is only outsiders. Right down to the block level and district level, there are no Punjabis. They are bringing 40,000 people in now for polling booths management, all from outside. So where does Punjab come into the picture?
In fact, today we've been reporting how Bhagwant Mann may be a potential Chief Ministerial candidate. What do you think of him?
Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot of jokes cracked in the assembly, and that's about it. He has no idea of management. He has no idea of
nothing. You don't take him seriously?
I don't take him. I don't take the party seriously. When we are today we are in a major economic crisis state. You need somebody with experience. You need a party with experience, people who've been ministers before, to run the show. In the entire setup of the Aam Aadmi who are fighting elections, not one man has ever been in any government.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you this as well, since you talked about your 75th birthday, that campaigning in the time of millennials, most of our electorate voters are all young. Now what's interesting is that the Akali, your opponent in Lambi, and the Chief Minister, 5-time Chief Minister, is also someone who's almost 90 years old. How do you
almost, he's 94.
Yeah. So how do you all relate to young people?
Well, I've always related well with young people. I don't know how he relates, but I certainly do relate. And I think I've got a very good youth following also. That I think is a plus point with me. Perhaps it's my interests, it's the way I sort of interact with them, they like it or something. There must be something to it, I don't know.
And social media has helped now as well.
Absolutely. We've got a good social media team working. IPEC, as you know, and they are interacting. I follow social media and the comments made by people till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Seriously?
Yeah, every day.
So it's you on Twitter?
No, I don't. I answer some, but I certainly like to see what people are saying.
So till 1 o'clock in the morning, you're watching that?
Unless I'm dead.
And which is the one tool? If there's Facebook Live, I know your team was trying to Facebook Live with you at Machhiwada and the other thing as well. Which is the one tool which has made things so much easier? Which, if you think back, that if I was doing this in that election, it would have been so much better.
What, events you mean?
No, I mean one tool in social media which has
think
just changed things around.
Changed. I mean, when I started in my first election in 1969, only one newspaper came into a village, and one educated boy used to read it out to everybody. Now everyone has carrying a telephone, which is they're informed of everything, and all your houses have television. There's no house in Punjab which doesn't have a television. So the whole thing is it's changed, and I don't know. 10 years hence, it's going to be probably even more sort of communicative. But at the moment, certainly, it's a great change from the time I started.
So when we talk about change and the change of generations, sir, that we are seeing in this election as well. Yeah. For the first time, we are seeing, and you have been a great observer of it. You've always spoken your mind as well about it, sir. So in this election, first time we are seeing people like Ahmed Patiala and all tweeting and saying Priyanka Gandhi is the one who spoke to Uttar Pradesh Alliance and worked it out.
Well, I don't know whether about the UP. I'm not well informed. I don't know. I'm sure she has taken a part in it and doing all that. But I can tell you what she's done for me.
Yeah.
She has brought Mr. Sidhu in. She has brought Mr. Parkash Singh in, and that was all Priyanka's efforts.
How did she do that?
Well, she must have made contact with them, met them, and talked to them. And then I met her, and then we sort of met together, and also.
Oh, you all met together.
Yes,
so it was she is the one who sent them.
She is the one who brought it. Yes, she did, and these are all very important things.
Yeah, because that hasn't come out. Those kind of specifics haven't really come out. So is Rahul taking a back seat that way up? It's your team.
No. There are various people doing various things. Everyone can't do everything. Now, if you think I can run the entire election on my own, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Rahul is the person who's the vice president, who's running the whole show, and then he has teams under him in various states and also in his own headquarters to handle the various things. And here he's given me carte blanche. I'm free to do anything I like. He's given me a general secretary who's very cooperative, who's very good, and she understands a lot. She's herself a 7th-time MLA from Himachal. So we get on very well. And I think between the AICC and my general secretary and myself, we have no problems at all in our sector.
Here's where I ask you this, because there was not very long ago, sir, you had said in one of your interviews, and that was very telling at that time, that Mrs. Gandhi can't retire right now. You know, she needs to stay.
You're talking about...
Has that time now...
Look. That was you are talking about many years ago.
Yeah.
Everyone learns.
Years ago, yeah.
When I came into politics, I didn't know the first thing.
Yeah.
You learn. Everyone learns. Today, Rahul is certainly understands everything, and I find him very communicative, understanding, and he gives full support, which is an important thing.
So it's okay for Mrs. Gandhi to step down now?
I think it's time that she has to take a decision. Like I've taken mine, she'll take her own.
You've really taken, that's final for you, right? So I want to know, these are all your people who have been, you know, you've been Chief Minister.
All this now, where we got a lady fighting Bitti.
अच्छा, तो आप कैप्टन साहब से क्या प्रश्न पूछना चाहते थे?
तो साडा हैंडा जी पूरा सारा दा हाई कमांड आ इन्हां तो पुछदे रहांगे भी।
किसी को पूछना है, कैप्टन साहब को कोई पूछना है, आपको क्या पूछना था?
सर बेरोजगारी बारे पूछना
है जी।
बेरोजगारी वास्ते
बेरोजगारी बेटा असी हुण ये प्रोग्राम बनाया है कि हर अपने पंजाब दे 55 ਲੱਖ घर ने और असी हर घर चों एक बंदे नूं नौकरी देनी है और जदों ताईं नौकरी नहीं मिलती असी इन्हां नूं 2500 रुपये महीना देना है। ये साडा प्रोग्राम बनया होया। एक बार नौकरियां दे बनन लग जाण फिर तुसीं जिहड़ी नौकरी लओगे तुसीं वो 2500 छड्ड दोगे किसी होर नूं दे दांगे ऐ करके असी करांगे।
So unemployment, the dole scheme is one of your big things. The other one which has been actually ridiculed by the opposition is that you've said that you're going to solve the drug problem in a month.
Not only am I going to solve it, I'm going to hit so hard these people won't know what's hit them.
But how, sir?
Oh yes.
A month.
Leave it to me. I've asked for 4 weeks. That's all I've asked for. You know, everybody in Punjab knows.
Yeah.
Who makes it, who
You're
sells
confident
it.
you are going to sort this in a month.
Absolutely. The chitta, you don't know, ask the minute, pucho. Chitta apne nuksan nahi kar raha.
बाजार चिट्टे दे बाजार
कैप्टन साहब ਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੀਐਮ ਬਣਨ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਾਅਦੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਪਰ ਸਾਰੀ ਜਨਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਔਰ ਜੋ ਚਿੱਟੇ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਣੀ ਕੈਪਟਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ 4 ਹਫ਼ਤੇ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦੇਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਚਿੱਟੇ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਰਬਾਦ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ।
People will be so thankful that this has happened. One generation has gone, and now the second generation is starting. मैं कह रहे सी इन्हां नूं कि एक पीढ़ी तक खत्म करती है इन्हां ने हुण दूजी ते लगे हुए ने।
और किसी को पूछना है कैप्टन साहब को कोई क्वेश्चन? हाँ जी
पूछो बेटा दसो।
ਸਰ ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਜ਼ਿਮੀਂਦਾਰਾਂ ਲਈ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਕੀ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਜੀ
What is Jamidara? Sorry, for our viewers.
farmers.
Okay, for the farmers, yeah.
For the farmers, what I have said, farmers vaste, I have said that we are going to take over the debt. The karza is really, I'm going to say it in Punjabi, you can take it.
Yeah.
ਕਰਜ਼ਾ ਆਪਣਾ 31000 ਕਰੋੜ ਤੇ ਖੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 9000 ਕਰੋੜ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੈਸਾ ਲਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ 21000 ਕਰੋੜ ਦੇ ਕਰੀਬ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵਿਆਜ ਹੈ ਵਿਆਜ ਔਰ ਵਾਪਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕਿਸ਼ਤਾਂ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ ਉਹ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਲਏਗੀ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇਹੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਖੁਦਕੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ
But sir, I know that you have this, farm loan waiver thing. You have a dole scheme as well for the unemployed. But many are pointing out there's no money. Punjab has no money.
There are ways in doing it. Now, let me tell you, you don't have to go by the budget. The budget is in a deficit. Today we are going to have about 4,000.
Yeah.
Your debt is 1 lakh crore, 1,35,000 crores, and the budget is about 4,000 to 5,000 crores in deficit. What we are going to do is we have to find innovative ways. Now, what are the innovative ways? Take sand. That's contractor. That's given by the mining department of the industries. Now, they auction it every year and they get 35 crores. And do you know what the trade is worth? 6,000 crores.
Right.
Liquor. Last time we wanted to give welfare schemes. And we put 1 rupee per bottle of booze that's been sold in Punjab.
Yes,
and we collected 500 crores to give. If you put 10 rupees, now the bottle, of course, liquor has increased in 10 years. You put 10 rupees on that, and we'll collect enough money for carrying all our schemes out.
He has a question for you. Yeah, aap puche?
Aage aa jao. Idhar. Thank you.
जी, हाँ, पूछो.
ਦੱਸੋ ਜੀ
ਸਰਕਾਰ ਆਵੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹੀ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਔਖੇ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੀ ਸੁਝਾਅ ਹੋਈ
He says that they are very, very upset and they want the government to change quickly. Jaldi aa jaye sarkar.
ਹਾਂਜੀ
So a lot of support there for you, which we're seeing there as well. I wanted to ask you, sir, finally.
ਚੰਗੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਆਵੇ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਾਂ
Obviously, a big fan of yours. So I wanted to ask you. This is the first. This is the.
ਆਹੀ ਪਿੰਡ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
This is the first election that is taking place, sir, after demonetization. You're very honest, so tell us honestly, sir, how difficult is it for a candidate, and tell us with examples and anecdotes, sir, to have a cash
One
crunch.
good thing which is happening is people don't have the money, so the election costs are going to be very low compared to the past. It's not only us, it'll be AAP, it'll be other people, independents, or I don't know, Akalis, they seem to have unlimited money. But certainly we are going to be on a very limited budget. That is happening, there's no doubt about it. But forget about that, ask them. They can't get into the queues to get money. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਨੋਟਬੰਦੀ ਕਰਤੀ ਉਹਦਾ ਕੀ ਅਸਰ ਹੈ
ਉਹਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਅਸਰ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਆ ਗਰੀਬ ਜਨਤਾ ਸਭ ਬੈਂਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਖੜੀ ਰਹਦੀ ਹੈ ਲੈਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ
ਕਿੰਨਾ ਦੇ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰੋਜ਼
ਕਦੀ 2000 ਜੀ ਕਦੀ 4000
ਕਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਖਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ
ਤੇ ਸਵੇਰ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ 9 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ 2:30 3 4 ਵਜੇ
ਜਾਂਦੇ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਪੈਸਾ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ
ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਜ਼ਿਮੀਂਦਾਰ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਪੈਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਤਾਂ ਮਰ ਕੇ ਭੁੱਖੇ
ਮੇਜਰ ਰੋਲ ਇਨ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ
But I don't see it, I don't hear it in your speeches. I don't hear it in any of the other. I was in an.
No, you don't have to say it because it's something that's happening. What do you want to remind them of? You can remind them of things in your speeches, but what they are facing on a day-to-day basis, what do you remind them? It's there. They are facing with it and they curse the government for doing it. And that is the part that your own money is in your bank and you can't use it. This is the first time I've heard of some sort of a program like this.
Okay. So anyone else has a question? I think it's really, really interesting, sir, that you took these questions. Also, because what's interesting is that whenever we hear the opposition talking about you in their speeches, they always refer to you as royal and not being in touch with them. So I guess in this election, especially with Prashant Kishore and all that coming in.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This is all bull. They don't know me at all.
Okay.
I have been in boarding school since the age of 4.5.
Yeah.
And I left the army when I was 28.
Yeah.
I went straight into politics. So I have been away from home from the age of 4.5. And what are you telling me now that I don't know the common touch? I served with my regiment with Sikh troops for so many years. I know each one I still meet them in the villages.
Yeah.
And this is my strength. These are the ones who give me so much affection.
Well, thank you.
ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਾਜ ਘਰਾਣੇ ਤੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਹੈ? ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਆਪ ਪੁੱਛ ਲਓ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ।
ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਤਗੜਾ ਜੀ। ਇਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਜੀ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਬੈਠੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਥੋੜੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਲਈਆਂ, ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੁੱਛ ਲਿਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਤਾ।
Well,
बहुत तगड़ा
you're
है।
certainly a hit with these people over here, your fans, and thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
our time, sir, and
Thank you,
talking to us.
beta.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.